Hello, my name is Jamie, and in this video I'll be discussing my internship with Bixby. Bixby is a voice AI program where you can build apps inside of it and have them released onto the Bixby marketplace, which is accessible through millions of Samsung devices. I'll be discussing the internship's goals and all of the different things I accomplished for the Bixby platform. This internship was created to help out 100 developers who were a part of the Bixby Premier Developer Program, which is a program where developers are given exclusive help from Samsung employees to finish their applications. During this first month, our boss wanted to make sure that I understood what is required for a passable app. So I reviewed several apps that were a part of the Premier program and checked out from a list of 40 different things that they had to accomplish in order to be accepted onto the marketplace. This month of review was really helpful for me because I got to see every possible way that a capsule could fail, and it gave me a great lesson on the do's and don'ts of coding in Bixby itself. Now that my boss knew that I understood what it takes to make an app passable for the marketplace, I had been given more trust to work with the developers a little bit more directly. At this point, I was given several Premiere apps that were completed, but was allowed to make them even better. Mostly what I would do is I would update the visual aspects of the apps, making it so that the apps wouldn't look so plain when people were using them. I would even create PDFs so that developers could see the visual changes and the code I created so they could decide if they wanted to keep my changes or just go back to the old code they were using. After 3 months of working on this internship, my boss wanted me to help our Premiere developers directly. So I was assigned to private Slack channels so that I could assist them directly. Anytime a Premiere developer was unable to program a feature into their app, I would step in, code it for them, and write out a list that included a step-by-step guide showing them not only how I did it, but what resources I used to make this feature happen. My work with these developers resulted in several applications being released to the marketplace. During the end of this internship, I was assigned the task of creating an app to teach internal developers how to use OAuth 2. There wasn't really any reliable resource to teach people the new ways that we had to use OAuth for calling on APIs. So I created an app using the Spotify API to show internal developers how to implement it. I'm very excited because this example app that I created will not only be used for internal developers, but will be released pretty soon so that external developers can use it as a resource to teach themselves how to implement much more complicated APIs. Another thing I did during the end of my internship was that I noticed that the Bixby department wasn't tracking the common reasons why we reject applications during the review process. So I had the interns go through the checklist every time we reviewed an app and check off the reasons why they rejected it. From there, I created a chart that consisted of 300 reviews. I was able to show that the hints functionality makes up for 50% of why we reject apps to the marketplace. So I was able to show the team the importance of keeping track of this and what we need to teach our developers. So in conclusion, I'm very thankful for this internship. I had a fantastic time working with the department that I was assigned to. They were very understanding of the fact that I'm a 42 student and that I have certain requirements that are still necessary despite having this internship, and overall worked really well with BoCal and making sure that things were going as smoothly as possible while I was assigned to them. If you have any other questions about this internship, or like how I got it, or any kind of advice for working with Samsung in general, here's my contact information. You feel free to contact me any way you want, and I'll be happy to answer any questions you got. My name is Jamie. Thank you so much for watching.